Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the textual answer solution for class 10, unit number 1, that is A Letter to God by G.L. Funes. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please to subscribe it for more videos. So firstly we'll see a basic introduction for all questions. It means this is the basic introduction which you can write before all the question answers of this chapter. Okay, so how we will write the introduction is, this question is taken from the lesson A Letter to God by G.L. Funes. In this lesson, Lencho is a farmer who writes a letter to God when his crops are ruined, asking for 100 pesos. The postmaster saw his letter and helped him, but when Lencho saw 70 pesos in the envelope, he doubted the post office people for stealing his money sent by God. Now we'll see the oral comprehension check, that are the question answers that are given on the page number 5 of your textbook. First question, what did Lencho hope for? Lencho hoped for a shower of rains as his fields were ripe and it needed a shower for a good harvest. Second, why did Lencho say the raindrops were like new coins? Lencho said that the raindrops were like new coins because the brightness of the raindrops resembled of the new coins, and as he was a farmer, his livelihood was completely dependent on the rain. His crops were ready for harvest. The crops required rain for a good harvest, after which he could sell the crops and earn money. So he compared raindrops with new coins. Third, how did the rain change what happened to Lencho's fields? It was raining, but suddenly strong wind began to blow and large hailstones began to fall along with the rain. The hail rained on the valley for an hour, and because of that, Lencho's fields were destroyed. There was not a single leaf left on the trees, nor any flowers on the plants, and the field of ripe corn was completely destroyed. Fourth question, what were Lencho's feelings when the hail stopped? When the hail had stopped, Lencho's heart was filled with sadness. He was heartbroken. He looked at the fields and said that even a plague of locusts would have left more than what was left after the hailstorm. He said that they would have no corn that year as everything was destroyed by the hailstorm and they would go hungry. He was full of sorrow. Now we'll see the oral comprehension check question answers that are given on page number 6 of your textbook. First one, who or what did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? Lencho had faith in God. He was hopeful about help from God. He believed that God sees everything. He had been instructed that God's eyes can see even what is deep inside one's conscience. So he wrote a letter to God expressing his need for 100 pesos so that he could sow his field again and live until the crop grew again. Second, who read the letter? Lencho had lost all his crops due to hailstorm. So having immense faith in God, he wrote a letter to God asking for 100 pesos. The postmaster read the letter and was moved by the writer's faith in God. Third, what did the postmaster do then? When the postmaster saw Lencho's letter, he was moved by his faith in God. He chuckled at first, but then became serious. He was an amiable man. He wanted to keep God's faith in Lencho alive, so he began collecting funds for Lencho. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave a part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. It was impossible for him to gather 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer 70 pesos, which he put in an envelope containing only a single word as a signature, God. Now page number 7, question answers. First one, was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, Lencho was not surprised to find a letter for him with money in it, as he had unshakable faith in God. His confidence in God was such that he had expected that God would definitely send him money and help him to get out of his situation. Second, what made him angry? When Lencho opened the envelope, he found money in it. He was happy at first to see the money as he had immense faith in God. But when he counted the money, he found only 70 pesos in it and he had demanded for 100 pesos. He was confident that God could neither make a mistake nor deny him what he had requested for. So he was pretty sure that the post office employees must have taken the remaining amount, so he was angry. Now we'll see the question answers for thinking about the text. First question. Who does Lencho have complete faith in? Which sentences in the story tell you this? Lencho had complete faith in God. The following sentences in the story tell us about this. The sentences are: Lencho thought only one hope, the help of God. Second, he wrote, God, if you don't help, my family and I will go hungry this year. And third point is, Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Second question, why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? In the story, the postmaster was a kind and pleasant man. When he read Lencho's letter, he was impressed by Lencho's immense faith in God. He sent money to Lencho to keep his faith in God alive and firm. He gathered money from his friends, employees, and he also gave a part of his pay. He collected the money and put it in an envelope and sent it to Lencho and wrote only a single letter God as a signature so as to keep his faith in God intact. Third question, did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why not? No, Lencho didn't try to find out who had sent the money to him, as he had immense faith in God and he was sure that in reply to his letter, God has sent him the money. He had no doubt on anyone else other than God who could send him the money. Fourth one, who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? What is the irony in the situation? In the question, there is also a bracket given that remember that the irony of a situation is an unexpected aspect of it. An ironic situation is a strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. And the answer is, Lencho thought that the post office employees had taken the rest of the money sent by God. He was angry when he saw that only 70 pesos were there in the envelope, as he had asked for 100 pesos from God. The irony in this situation is that actually the postmaster, with the help of his employees and friends, had sent the money to Lencho to keep his faith in God intact, whereas Lencho doubted them for stealing his money sent by God. He also called the post office employees crook. Fifth question, are there people like Lencho in the real world? What kind of a person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. So the words are greedy, naive, stupid, ungrateful, selfish, comical and unquestioning. And the answer is, it is almost impossible to find a person like Lencho, as he is a naive kind of person. Lencho is literate and yet he writes a letter to God and even posts it without writing any address on it. So he is not selfish, but he can rightly be called naive and unquestioning. Now, sixth question. There are two kinds of conflicts in the story, between humans and nature and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? After reading the story, the two conflicts can easily be understood. First one is between humans and nature. When Lencho's fields were completely destroyed by hailstorm, conflicts between human and nature can be understood. And second, between humans themselves, when post office employees sent money to Lencho to keep his faith in God intact and on receiving less money than requested, He called them bunch of crooks and blamed them of stealing his money sent by God. And here we come to the end of the textual answers, means the question answers of a letter to God. I hope you have understood the complete answers. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.